GSL. GSL Season 3.
1차전에서 너무 아쉽게 져가지고 나름 자신도 있긴 했는데 김영식 선수가 승자전이랑 하면서 이렇게 갈고 닦은 느낌이 있어가지고 어렵게 한 끗 차로 이긴 것 같아요.
얼마만 힘들어도 이겼잖아.
이때 맞고 나서 질 수 없다고 생각했는데 한 번 나가서 병력을 좀 잃고 나서부터 이제 질 수도 있겠다라고 생각을 했었어요. 근데 원희석 선수가 마무리 다 함으로써 자원을 이제 다른 데다 써가지고 저한테 기회가 생겼던 것 같아요. 잘하시긴 하지만 적으라서 되게 편했고 또 준비하는데도 좋았고 대진 보고도 좋았고 그랬던 것 같아요. 박수호 선수를 할 때는 그래도 모든 게임이 다 전투에서 이겨가지고 제가 이기는 식의 경기가 많이 나와서 불리했었는데 한 방으로 이기고 막 그런 경기가 좀 많았던 것 같아요. 회전 목마에서는 상대가 아예 제 메카닉 플레이를 좀 예상을 못하고 했고 또 무리하게 들어오는 바람에 원사이드하게 좀 밀었던 것 같아요. 또 상대가 이제 막 탱크를 넓게 막 자리를 잡고 제가 이제 뚫으려고 하는데 돌려가지고 이제 제 3댕이를 깼잖아요. 그럴 때만 해도 이제 경기가 어렵게 되겠다라는 생각을 해서 병력을 이렇게 밀고 가는데 마침 3댕이를 깨고 병력을 상대가 다 빼주더라고요. 그래서 다행이라고 생각했고 또 자리 잡은 병력이 한번 상대가 덮쳤을 때 이겨가지고 그때는 이제 이기겠구나라는 생각을 했어요.
좀 빨리 뛰는데요?
원래는 못 막는 건데 열심히 하다 보니까 막히더라고요. 판단이 아주 좋았던 것 같아요. 저의 멀티태스킹이 잘 된 것 같아요. IM 우승하고 와가지고 좀 되게 무서웠어요. 테란이 4멀티가 만약 완성되면 저는 끝내야 되거든요, 무조건. 그래서 좀 무리하게 들어갔는데 영호가 역시 물량을 잘 줬더라고요.
행동수 부족합니다. 지금 싸우면 괜찮을 것 같습니다.
솔직히 이게 완전 쓸 줄은 몰랐거든요. 일단 찍어보긴 했어요, 1, 2럽인 거를. 저렇게 아슬한 건지는 몰랐는데 좀 타이밍이 잘 맞아 떨어진 것 같고 한 방 싸움을 제가 너무 크게 이겨가지고 쑥 밀린 것 같아요. 영호 기세가 너무 좋아가지고 2등을 바라보고 좀 했는데 자신감 있게 하니까 이긴 것 같아요.
알아도 맞기 어려운 불멸자 올인옷이
원래 멸자 올인인지 몰랐는데 이상할 거랑 맨날 하다 보니까 다른 사람들 멸자 올인은 별로 센 느낌이 없더라고요. 대엽이가 연습 때보다 방송에서 센 스타일이라서 방송을 좀 걱정하긴 했는데 막상 해보니까 뭐 그 정도까지는 아니에요. 두 경기 다 지고 벽을 좀 느꼈어요. 그래서 안 되나 싶었는데 일단 무난하게 졌잖아요. 그래서 좀 변칙적으로 하면은 다 어떻게 될까라고 좀 그런 생각으로 했는데 역시 그런 거에 좀 약하신 것 같아요. 사실 그때도 졌다고 생각했어요. 중간에 경기하는 자세를 좀 제대로 잡고 제대로 해보자라고 생각을 했는데 프로브를 무조건 끊어야겠다는 그런 그 생각이 너무 강했어요. 그래서 그게 좀 중요했던 것 같아요. 예전에 준호 선수한테 실경기에서 졌을 때 되게 떨면서 했거든요. 이번에는 후회하지 않게 과감하게 하자라고 생각을 했는데 그게 잘 먹혔던 것 같아요. 그 마지막에 11시 쪽에서 전멸 추적자가 다 죽었잖아요. 그때 뭔가 전멸 추적자 움직임이 졌다라는 생각을 가진 움직임이었어요. 그래서 그때 이겼다고 생각했어요.
5월 파이널리스트 나오는 거예요.
어윤수는 결승이라는 대기록을 세웁니다.
Hello, welcome to the GSL Code S. We're here at the finals, and what a finals it's been so far. Innovation starting to win, but still down with the Sioux 2-1 lead here. I got to say that last game was pretty impressive, but so far I feel like Sioux's playing a little bit better.
It seems so. Like, yeah, Innovation got that win there. He actually had like a much better army when that all happened. I think Sioux looked at it and realized his army was not going to stop that tank push over that wall. There was no way, no how. So it was smart of him to counterattack, and he made it a lot closer than it really should have been. So good on him for that, and that's why I really agree with you. I think he is overall playing a little bit better so far today.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Sioux has done a fantastic job in how he's approached each of, not just the maps, but each of the individual games. Mm-hmm. He's really in control of how Innovation is playing throughout all these games today.
Yeah.
If you're just not tuning in, we had two Roach, Bane, Ling all-ins that worked really quite well. The first one, it completely smashed him, wrecked him, Shrek'd him, some would say.
Indeed.
And then the second one, he had 5 bunkers up, and he still got Shrek'd. Innovation got Shrek'd. Innovation actually turned into Shrek. He looked in the mirror, and he was green skin and everything, and the little ears out like this.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happens when you get Shrek.
I sneezed when that happened, I guess, because you always blink when you sneeze.
Mm-hmm. Blinking when you sneeze is nowhere interesting as being Shrek, by the way.
No, certainly
as far as facts of what happens to the human body. We're going to go to a barcraft in Daegu.
That's right. It's a city way down south.
She says this, we're in Daegu, this is a barcraft.
하식스가 떴다. 대구에서 인사드리는 하식스걸 이매진입니다. 네, 이곳에는 GSL과 스타크래프트 2를 사랑하시는 많은 팬분들이 자리하고 계시는데요. 팬분들의 연령층도 다양하고 여성 팬분들도 곳곳에 자리하고 있습니다. 그만큼 경기에 대한 관심이 뜨겁다는 것을
StarCraft
뜻하겠죠.
here
그럼
today.
두 선수의 팬분들을 모시고 잠시 이야기 나누겠습니다.
And we're all having a great time watching the GSL finals.
안녕하십니까.
Let's talk to
자기소개
some
좀
of the fans that are down here.
부탁드릴게요.
네, 오늘 대구 바크래프트에 참여하게 된
Jesus,
20살
introduce yourself.
전민찬이라고 합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 오늘 어떤 선수 응원하러 오셨나요?
이신영 선수를 응원하러
She said,
왔습니다.
which player are you cheering for? And that whole side of the bar actually trained for Innovation.
네, 이신영 선수 2년 만에 오른 결승인이만큼 오늘 꼭 우승을 해야 하는데요. 이신영 선수에게 한마디 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 지금 이신영 선수 지금 세트 스코어가
Any words to say to him?
있지만 주성호 선수도 그때
Hey, he's one set behind.
우승을 했거든요. 그와 같은 일이 오늘 또 일어날 거라고 저는 믿고요.
But it's happened
네,
before.
이신영, 파이팅!
We've seen him behind before. He can come back. So good luck. Innovation, we're still cheering for you.
네, 이신영 선수 파이팅입니다. 이번에는 4연속 결승에 진출하면서 다시 한번 우승에 도전하고 있는 어윤수 선수 팬분을 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 안녕하십니까? 어디에 사시는 누구신가요?
대구에 사는 19살 심현태라고 합니다.
네, 4연속
She said introduce yourself. You said his
진출이라는
name.
아주 엄청난 기록을 세웠는데 아쉽게도 트로피와는 인연이 없었습니다. 이번에는 꼭 트로피를 차지해야 하는데요.
So Sue's been to 4 back-to-back finals.
부탁드리겠습니다.
This player, by the way,
제가
cheering for Sue.
고3인데
She says, do you have anything you want to say to Sue?
보고 너무 마음이 아파서 수능 망칠 것 같아요. 그래서
Yeah, you know, it was really painful to watch him lose. He was a runner-up so many times.
네, 어윤수
Repeatedly.
선수 꼭 파이팅 하시길
But
바랍니다.
he said at the end of that, he's going to make it this time, so good luck, Sue. And it looks like, yep, right half of the bar there is cheering for Sue.
네, 보시다시피 이곳 대구 현장은 아주 뜨거운 열기로 가득 찼는데요. 몸은 비록 이곳에 있지만 마음만큼은 강남 결승전 현장에 함께 있습니다. 두 선수 모두 남은 경기 열심히 해주시길 바랍니다. 그럼 다시 한번 가볼까요? 에너지 업! 파워 업!
And that does it for our interview with the Barcraft.
Yep.
And I know that there are plenty of other Barcrafts. I saw on Twitter, I believe there's a Barcraft in Australia right now. So cheers to those
Australians
guys.
always have barcrafts.
Yeah,
They are
yeah, that's true actually.
one of the biggest barcrafts.
So you guys will have to order shots. I know there's going to be that wonder. They're like, oh, but I've got work at 8 in the morning. No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
two. Sorry, you were called out.
Take an Archon bomb.
Huh?
If your bar doesn't have one, then go invent it.
So we have a really great series so far, but it does seem that Sue has an edge over Innovation. despite that great game from Innovation back there, it seems like Sue is more in control of this best of 7. Map number 4 is going to be Foxtrot Labs.
All right, Foxtrot is just, this map's so crazy. I've actually really grown to love this map, by the way. It gives us some wild, wild games. So let's see what the spawns are to start. They're, you know, if they're top left, bottom right, there's like no way to really wall that in. It's just so wide open in the natural, and the third base is like, do you take the gold, which is in the middle and easy to attack, or do you break down rocks to your third? It's, you know, the map has so many weird things about it. I feel like
this map is still being solved.
For sure, you're right.
All right, game number 4 is ready. Let's do this for the final GSL finals of this year, 2014. And down here in the bottom right, in the red, he needs to keep coming back. He is.
SK Telecom T1 Innovation.
And in the upper left, in the blue, will this be the time he becomes a champion?
SK Telecom T1 Sue.
Okay, so I want to go back before I got off topic by talking about you know, getting Shrek'd. We saw Sue really convincingly do that cheese and win game 1 very easily. In game 2, I actually thought Innovation was going to probably hold it still. He had 5 bunkers that were done, and he still got in. And then game 3, so many people in the studio.
Yeah, seriously.
It's the guy in the back, actually, in the center. You seen him? He's got put it in his eyes and put it in the screen. You see that?
Yeah.
Whoa, we have a proxy racks.
Yes, indeed we do.
Okay.
Looks like 11, 12.
All I wanted to say to finish up that idea was I thought in game number 3 he did a really good job of controlling his opponent's tech. But more importantly, here in this game, we have Sue going for an early pool, not a quick hatch.
Well, I guess I shouldn't really be surprised with what we're seeing here at all on either side. This map is difficult to play. It's so different from the other maps. It's hard to actually practice this. You have 7 maps to practice. This is going to be maybe the one that goes to the end of the pack a lot of the time because it is so different with the 2 different spawns. But for Sue to open up on a map with such a wide choke against a player that's gone Command Center first every single game with a Speedling opening, not a terrible idea. But Innovation here going for this double proxy racks. You know, we have seen people make double proxy racks work against 1-base Speedlings before, but not very often, Tasteless.
Yeah, I think if there's someone who could do it, it would be Innovation. But
yeah, and he knows already.
Sue's already shown he's very good at thinking on his feet. So the Overlords are now spotting this attack come forward, and I can tell you right now, Innovation is going to be very disheartened to see that this is not a quick hatch, and the Lings are already coming out.
Oh man, I'm
and
not
he's
even
actually
sure
setting
why
4 drones. I did not.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that he's making the bunker anyways. You know, the fact that you see no hatch yet means that he's getting speed for sure. So he's got to be very, very careful about that. And the thing is, this is so wide here. So Speedlings can simply run by. Of course, if you overcommit your Speedlings running by, maybe you can do a counterattack and we have a crazy game that happens.
Okay, we don't normally see this. Let's see how he actually handles this. He's actually sending drones and Lings out with this.
Yeah, he had a Queen coming down as well. Looks like 3 Lings already dead.
I was actually surprised also that he even engaged. Okay, so is he just going to build a bunker down here? He might actually destroy the plates there and then make a bunker wall.
Oh man, Speed is about to finish. It should finish right before he can start anything here.
Okay, he runs out. Nice time in there. He had to get out a little bit before Speed was done. The Lings go past.
Well, I mean, I guess
he's going to have to cancel. Well, no, hold on. Let's see.
I think he finishes this and just walls in or something. But if the Lings just run and attack that wall and you can't hold it.
There's a Baneling's nest being made. We have a 1-base Sue. Things have already gotten very weird. Terran production is in the center of the map. So all that, I guess, Innovation could do is try to repair and I guess, try to sandbag the problem. But, okay, this is going to be one of those weird games, guys.
Yeah.
The SCVs are not repairing.
Oh
the SCVs slept in.
All right, they're going to go up, start repairing now. This is costing him a lot of money to repair this, though, so that's annoying. The Baneling Nest on the way, 2 bunkers at the bottom of that ramp, and he's actually building bunkers behind as well. And what you see here, this is why destructible rocks are at the bottom of every map now. This strategy was nearly unbeatable at the beginning of StarCraft II's lifespan.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the thing is, you'd have to go Banelings like this and just bust out and see the best you can do. But with the 2 bunkers behind, he can easily just retreat against this and have another line of bunkers. So this is super cost inefficient for Zerg no matter what.
Well, he still has a few Lings out on the map. The Banelings are done. Nice job there by Innovation, just taking out that Overlord. So that actually supply blocks Sue as well.
Ouch. Only 14 drones, Stasis.
He's not sending those Lings over to the barracks. He is going to use the Lings to intercept anything coming from the barracks.
All right, so down these come, and he's going to have to unload. There you go, 1 unload, 2, and pretty well done, but this is a lot of Lings.
Yeah, not anywhere near enough SCVs to repair all this. Everything is destroyed. Now, again, the bunkers being, barracks, excuse me, being in the middle of the map, he's going to have to lift them and send them back, which means his production's going to be slowed down. Although, in fairness, Sue does not have a second base, which you obviously always want. I think Sue actually goes for an all-in. He just had 14 Lings hatch. Yeah. And there's 4 more about to get done. He's going to go for Banelings. I think Sue wins this.
He very well may.
It's going to be a little bit longer before those barracks can land Artosis. And even if he gets as many bunkers as he wants, Sue is not going to be stopped from making Banelings here. He's still been mining gas. He can still keep sending Lings out. The Lings have speed, so they're going to get there very quickly.
That is so true, and he has a lot of Lings down here. He's bringing up more SCVs. He's building more bunkers, which is exactly what he needs to do here, but will he have enough in time?
Okay, he gets in, and it looks like the Baneling could go off on those SCVs. And he goes in and he's got the surround there on those bunkers. There's a lot of SCVs repairing, though. Again, only the Marines that are there are the ones that are inside the bunker.
Looks like he will hold those bunkers for the time being. The Lings go down into the main base, and I think Innovation has done it, Tasis, with 3 bunkers remaining after all that.
It's going to be 2-2.
Yeah, he just didn't make enough Banelings to actually bust through. You can't do it with just Zerglings.
He also stuck around those bunkers, it looked like long after he was
I think he thought he was just barely going to bust them, and then it didn't work out. And as soon as that happens, I mean, you got no chance.
We're just going to have another all-in, it looks like.
Yeah, it makes sense. What are you supposed to do from here? You can't just make a hatchery and go into a macro game, that's for sure. And with the Wallen going back up, with Hellions out on the map as well, it's going to be so hard for Sue to actually get anything done here.
So, the Hellions come out now, and they're going to have a little bit of control over the map. The Lings back up, and this is just really bad. Is he going to try to intercept these Hellions? Looks like he's going to come around here and actually catch them.
Well, he's trying it at least.
Yep. Innovation pretty on top of his stuff, though. One Hellion does get a hit, but there's nothing he can do about these Hellions popping out 2 at a time.
Well, he's just making Speedlings at this point, running around the map. And you got to remember that during all this, we have this 14 drone Zerg on 1 hatchery. Like, his tech isn't improving, his economy isn't improving, his unit count is not improving. Just everything is going wrong. And even though we see some nice micro here from both sides, this doesn't make a lot of a difference because Terran continues to get ahead the longer that Sue's on 1 base.
GG.
So
Innovation made it work.
Yeah. Good on him. He was able to hold on and get those bunkers at the bottom of the ramp. So now we have a tied series, Tasis, and as I was saying before, Sue, oh man, he made it so painful winning those first 2 games, gave himself a glimmer of hope against Innovation.
Well, it's been a very interesting series for these 2 guys, you know? We were talking early on, Innovation is eventually going to do at least 1 proxy racks. He did it that game, he did make it work. We had that action-packed game in Game 3, and you can see Innovation looking much happier.
Yeah. Well, now, I mean, it's 2-2, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically a best of 3 from here. That's all it is, right? This is like a group stage game now. You know, just for a whole lot of money in a championship.
Let's see if Innovation can win this next game. I got to say, I was really worried for him when I saw the start of this series, the way Sue was playing it. By the way, I did like the way that Sue handled that, you know, with the all-in follow-up for that and not trying to get an expansion. It's too bad it didn't actually work. Oh, cheers from Denmark. Thank you guys so much for coming down. We got a really international crowd here tonight.
That's right. A lot of signs out there. Imagine if we were giving out GSL coins a day, there'd be just too many to give out. We would bankrupt the GSL economy.
You beat me to it. Yeah, we would bankrupt the GSL coin economy. We're on set 5 now. The map is merry-go-round.
All right, this
is going to be a tough one for Sue.
It certainly is. You know, it's very, very difficult to take a 4th base. Where do you take it? Like, your opponent is going to be able to attack downhill in close proximity to you, or utilize, if you try to take the high ground one, he can put stuff on the low ground and do kind of what we saw in Catalina from Innovation, flying back and forth with medevacs. So it's a tough map for Zerg, but then again, Sue has done it before.
That is true.
Or he almost did it against Flash, but it was super close.
We've also seen what Sue does on maps that he doesn't like for his race.
That's right.
We're going into set number 5. Tell your friends to tune in here for Innovation against Sue in the finals of the